My brother supported me through my PhD, but I refused to pay for his wedding because he banned my wife from his wedding. Am I the bad guy for refusing to cutting off payment support for my brother's wedding after he said my wife wasn't welcome? I 32M, have a younger brother 28M, who's getting married in a few months, and until recently I honestly thought we had one of those unbreakable sibling bonds. Growing up we backed each other through everything. Bad breakups, career stress, and especially school. But ever since I married my wife 30F 2 years ago, things between them have been tense. My wife is outspoken and doesn't shy away from calling things out when she thinks they're unfair, and during one family dinner she challenged my brother over a sexist joke he made. It turned into an awkward argument, and even though it blew over that night, he's held on to that resentment ever since. He now describes her as too opinionated and claims she brings drama into situations that used to feel easy between us. Despite that tension, when he first started planning his wedding, he came to me privately and asked if I could help financially. I'm in a strong position career-wise right now, and because we've always supported each other, I agreed without hesitation. I wanted to show up for him the same way he once showed up for me. But a few weeks ago, he sat me down and told me he had made a decision: my wife wouldn't be invited. He said he wanted a drama-free day and didn't want any tension hanging over the celebration. Hearing that honestly felt like a punch to the gut. I told him calmly that if my partner, the person I built my life with, wasn't welcome, then it didn't feel right for me to bankroll the event. I said I couldn't separate my support from my marriage. For context, this isn't just about money or pride. When I was working toward my PhD years ago, I was struggling badly, financially and emotionally, and my brother stepped in when I needed it most. He let me stay with him, helped cover expenses when I fell short, and reminded me that family shows up for each other. That history makes this whole situation heavier, because I genuinely don't want to feel like I'm abandoning him now that the roles are reversed. At the same time, I feel like supporting a wedding that deliberately excludes my wife sends a message that I'm okay with that kind of treatment toward her, and I'm not. Since then our parents have gotten involved, and things have escalated more than I expected. They're furious with me and keep saying I'm ruining his big day or turning a personal disagreement into a financial punishment. They argue that weddings are emotional and complicated, and that I should just help him the way he helped me in the past. My wife, on the other hand, has been incredibly calm about it. She says she doesn't want to be the reason for a family fracture and would even stay home quietly if it meant peace, but I can tell she's hurt by being excluded. Now I'm stuck in the middle, feeling torn between loyalty to the brother who once carried me through one of the hardest periods of my life, and loyalty to the partner who stands beside me every day. I keep wondering if standing my ground makes me principled, or just stubborn enough to turn my brother's wedding into a bigger conflict than it needs to be. Here are some top comments from the Reddit thread, where the brother asked for wedding funding while banning the wife. Tell your brother exactly that, and that your wife not being welcome while expecting you to fund their wedding is like taking her money as well, and you'd rather not sponsor an event where she's being disrespected. Ty nervous. And your parents have no problem with him excluding their daughter-in-law? They have no right to be furious with you. And your brother is an obtuse to think you'd fund something your wife was intentionally excluded from. Celtic Musebooks. So now he has a choice: suck it up and invite OP's wife and get the money, borrow the money, and neither show up or exclude the wife. OP stays with her and he gets nothing. Our editorial stance at the Genie's Daily Digest is that while a couple has the right to choose their wedding guest list, expecting financial support from someone while excluding their spouse creates an ethical contradiction. Gratitude for past support matters, but so do mutual respect and marital boundaries. And financial generosity should never be separated from basic consideration for a person's partner. What would you have done in this situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe for more stories like this.